Before we start revising content, I want to talk about something just as important. Every year, examiners report the same issue. Students lose marks not because they don't know the maths, but because they break exam rules they were never explicitly taught. These are not hard marks. They are easy marks, and they're lost through presentation, clarity, and communication. Today's focus is not new content. It's understanding how examiners decide whether your work can even be marked. If you fix just these rules, you don't gain 1 or 2 marks. You often recover 5, 10, sometimes more across the paper. Let's look at the most common ways students lose those marks. Here's the reality of exams that most students don't realize. Your exam paper is scanned before it is marked. That means the examiner does not see your original paper. They see a digital scan on a screen. If something is unclear, faint, or difficult to read, the examiner is not allowed to guess what you meant. Examiners do not infer intent. They can only award marks for what is clearly visible and unambiguous. What parts of your work might look clear to you, but unclear on a scan? Comment below to share your answers. The first major mark killer is unreadable writing. Light pen, faint pencil, or very thin graph lines often do not appear clearly in scans. Dashed asymptotes, thin curves, or light shading may disappear completely. If the examiner cannot see it clearly, they cannot award marks, even if your maths was correct. Have you ever used very light pencil for graphs? Why? Mark killer number 2 is giving more than one final answer. If 2 answers are written, the examiner cannot choose between them. Even if one answer is correct, full marks cannot be awarded. Examiners mark your final response, not what they think you intended. Why do students sometimes leave 2 answers instead of crossing one out? Messy working is another major reason marks are lost. Scribbles, crossed out lines, or unclear reasoning are ignored by examiners. Working only earns marks if it is clear, logical, and readable. If the examiner cannot follow your reasoning, they cannot award method marks. What makes working clear, rather than just long? Graphs are one of the biggest sources of lost marks. A graph must visually match the mathematics. That includes correct asymptotes, correct symmetry, and accurate placement on the grid. If your calculus suggests one shape but your graph shows another, the graph is marked incorrect. Which graph errors do you see most often? Asymptotes, symmetry, or scale? Correct maths written with incorrect notation may not be awarded marks. Examiners assess mathematical communication. If notation is ambiguous or incorrect, the solution is considered incomplete. Precision matters as much as calculation. Why do you think notation is treated so strictly in exams? Command words tell you exactly how marks are awarded. Verify means demonstrate with working. Show that means logical, step-by-step reasoning. Hence, means use a previous result, not start again from scratch. Ignoring command words often means method marks are lost immediately. Which command word do you find most confusing? At this point, I want you to reflect honestly. Which of these mistakes do you see most often in SACs? Not what others do, what you do. Identifying this now is how you recover marks later. Which mark killer affects you the most right now? These are easy marks. They are not about being smarter. They are about following rules. Exams reward clarity, precision, and communication, not intention. Learn the rules, not just the maths, and your score improves without learning a single new topic. Which one rule will you consciously apply in your next assessment? Subscribe for real exam advice.